Cause I'm back, y'all, and I'm ready to go. Nobody likes it, it's still the name of the show. The podcast that is writing history now, on the top of the charts and everyone talks about. I know that the players might not be the same, but sarcastic humor is still the name of the game. You know who they are and who I'm talking about. You know what I mean, so you better shout out now. Nobody likes onions up in your hizzy. Nobody likes onions, learn it to like. It ain't easy. Nobody likes onions, still in your motherfucking hizzy. Nobody likes onions, just by the name, the girls get busy. They started at 2, and now they're more than 5. They got bigger and better, coming at you live. Bashing everybody just to get in the mood. Still talking about TV and food. And if a good old name calling is what you need, tune in for the bad podcast of the week. At Nobody Likes Onions up in your hizzy. Nobody likes onions, learn it to like. It ain't easy. Nobody likes onions, still in your motherfucking hizzy. Nobody likes onions, just by the name, the girls get busy. Just by the name, the girls get busy. This ain't entirely true though. Live it at Patrick.
Good day, everybody. Get your Ruffles potato chips out. This is a Ruffles potato chips kind of day for the program. I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a dark mood. If you don't watch my Instagram stories, you'll not be up to date on what's occurring in the life of me and my precious angel Brad. I can tell from the chat room tonight, the 23 of you here, the vocal ones, you have pictures of your dogs in your profile pictures. They're important to you. Only a sociopath would not have a pet. And only a sociopath would not be distraught at the thought of harm coming to their pet. And what I've been through for the past 5 days can only be described as a homeowner's nightmare. As a pet lover's dream, as a pet man's. Why is everyone so attached to their dogs? Get over it. Weirdos. That makes sense. Probably a cat guy. We are trying to make some things happen tonight live. I can't say what. It's not. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not looking good. It's not looking likely. Jesus Christ! I can't talk. You don't do this for a week. I'm wearing my throwback Nobody Likes Onions hockey jersey tonight. We only made like 50 of these. This is old school stuff. Still fits. Live Ty show. No, maybe Thursday. He does his live show Thursday. We've got a lot to talk about. The problem is we had some internet issues last week. Sorry for the abrupt cutoff. We've got to get into it. We had internet issues last week. We don't seem to be having those problems tonight. All systems go. Green across the board. I can tell you're all frothed for the gossip and the stories. I will be honest with you. My mind is in San Francisco. If San Francisco is my grill, and I have my my remote thermal pins monitoring temperatures right now downstairs. Okay, the 2 higher temps on the left. The air around the pulled pork I'm making right now. So what are we at? 244. Behind the pulled pork, 236 in front of the pulled pork. That's the air around it. And then 2 probes inside 158, 155, 3 within 2.3 degrees of each other for my probes internal. So that's pretty good. Pulled pork. I'm celebrating my dog being home tonight. I didn't talk about it while this was good. So I've got a pulled pork going downstairs. We're getting a nice bark on it. We're trying to get some barbecue going. I know Kool-Aid's going to be like, raise his hand emoji. Yes, you can come have some pulled pork. And Tommy Salami right on cue, of course, with, I got some pork. I got some pork you can pull. Okay. We all get bits. It's a green screen. He's not making any pulled pork. Don't fall. Don't fall for it. Yeah. So look, this will be a tale of woe. I don't know. I'm not in a good place. It's not resolved yet. So I'm not going to throw this place under the bus. I still don't know what happened to my dog. The photos you'll see if you go to my Instagram stories, P-Melt, are horrifying. She's home. She's on antibiotics. She's on antidepressants. The dog, I just keep giving her Zoloft. I told her if her feet don't get better soon, so long. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants a fucking broken dog. I hired you to pull my car. I hired you? I mean, I adopted you. So a friend of mine who's really into dogs and how they move told me it would be a mistake to send my dog off to training. Now, look, when I say training, I have the most naturally perfect dog. Out of the box, this dog is a timid, scaredy dog, and she's the most well-behaved, mild-mannered, tender dog in the world. She's about 51 pounds. Golden doodle. Her mother was a golden retriever, a slight lady. Her dad was a very large black full-size poodle, 80-pounder, big dog. She was she was like the smallest girl. She wasn't the runt of the litter, but she was the smallest girl and one of the smallest dogs. And I got her, and we bought her, the fiance and I, before all the trouble, and brought her home. And this dog my old dog. Now look, I know a lot more about dogs now, what they need, how to treat them, how to train them, how to communicate with them, how to walk a dog on a leash. Most people have no idea what they're. If your dog's pulling on your leash, like, you're just fucking up majorly. People are saying Bradley wasn't rescued. Yeah, so last week I was trying to do this whole bit that I had sold my dog for a profit and bought a Tesla with it. And because the internet kept cutting out, I don't think that was being communicated well. And so people were getting very angry about it. Like, you fucking don't get a dog if you can't handle it. 100%. And a dog like this, by the way, needs to run. If you don't have a yard, if you don't have a place, like, people have no business getting a full-size golden doodle or golden retriever or poodle. A large dog, and you get him in your apartment, it's so shitty. Cooped up all day. So, with that being said, I would never do it again. I would 100% get a golden doodle again, but Kool-Aid says, "Wait, is the pulled pork Brad?" Yeah, that could be. I'll let you know if she comes out right. My ass is so big, I have shit stains on my pussy. Thank you, everyone. I'm Angie Crum. Good night. Why would you be so crass to Crumb? I have no opinions of Crumb. She has a special coming out in like tomorrow from the Comedy Cube. If you've never heard of the Comedy Cube, it's another one of these grifts where they offer people 13 to 24 minute specials filmed in a warehouse in LA. Now, I will say this. I watched I don't know if he's a friend. I watched an acquaintance's Comedy Cube special recently released. And the production value had gone way up. Audio and video, way better. I watched some of these 6 months ago, I think. The most embarrassing thing you could call a comedy special. What is happening here? So I will say this: I 100% recommend a golden doodle as a breed, or any doodle, any mix. First of all, they don't shed like a regular dog. Hopefully, if it works out, it's not guaranteed, but generally, they tend to not shed. And if they do shed, they don't shed near as much as a dog. A golden retriever, you should see Shuby's Siberian Husky. It's a nightmare. They must sweep up a ball the size of my dog every night. So what I'm telling you is there are plenty of these dogs, these gorgeous dogs available for rehoming or adoption, and you should absolutely sign up for like a rescue pet list. You can like say, I'm looking for this breed, I'm looking for this size dog. You'll get notifications when there is one. There's also Facebook groups. There's like doodle Facebook groups in your area where if you join them, when doodles need to be rehomed, they'll post. And sometimes they charge like a $300 to $500 rehoming fee, but it's mostly to make sure you're serious. But these dogs deserve a good home. They're very smart dogs. They learn very quickly. Their temperament is generally gentle. They're protective. My dog does insane, I call them perimeter checks. She sweeps the house constantly. She's nuts. She's a great dog. And I love her. You know, I don't have children of my own, and until I have them, I imagine I love her as much as I would love a kid. I understand she will be dead in 10 to 15 years. But it'll be heartbreaking, and I will cry unbelievable. I've cried thinking about this dog dying. It's very upsetting to even think about it. That's insane. Doodle, is that another Wordle clone? Please ban yourself from the chat. Why is my... Got it. Alex says she protects you and Kathleen from me when I visit. Yeah. But once we tell her it's okay, she's a gentle, gentle creature. So, you know, the point is, I recommend these dogs. They're great dogs. If I ever move and get a bigger yard, I would 100% get another one or two of these dogs. They're great. They're so smart, too. She learned so easily. So the problem is I didn't know how to train a dog, and I want her to be very obedient. I want her to be 100% reliably obedient off leash. Not to say I'm going to walk her off leash or take her places off leash all the time, but I'd like to be able to take her to, I live in, what is it? Vegas now? Who knows where I am? This is all a scam. And, I'd like to be able to take her camping. I'd like to be able to take her on road trips and to things like Lake Mead and Lake Tahoe and to Laughlin. I'd like to be able to take her to San Diego. Mexico. You know, I'd like to be able to drive around and take my dog, my very well-trained and obedient dog, to these places. And the obedience isn't because I want people to be impressed with how well my dog listens. I want people to think, wow, he must feed her treats and beat her heart. No, I want for her safety. If she's ever headed to something dangerous, if she's ever getting into a situation with another animal, dog, at a park, you know, I want to be able to recall her. I want to be able to make her do something. Patrick is doing his best Kevin Smith impersonation. I see. Fuck yeah. Although if I was Silent Bob, I couldn't be talking. And that would be one of the worst podcasts you've ever seen. But so there's a trainer. There's a dog training company in town. There's tons of them, and everyone raves about it. Everyone raves about this guy. And by the way, I had consultations from 5 trainers. One of them didn't even look at my dog and kept calling her the animal. It was insane. The other ones at least seemed to give a fuck. And this particular trainer comes over and within minutes has my dog healing and walking with him. And by the way, she's loving it. She's learned something new. Every time she does, she gets praise from him. He's petting my dog. He's interacting with my dog. You can tell when someone likes animals and when they don't. And so I took private lessons with this guy. I'd meet him at a park. And I mean wonders when I stayed on top of it. And then I went to New York last year. And I wasn't with her for like 10 days. And then as soon as I got back from New York, she went into heat where she had to like wear a diaper literally for like 3 fucking weeks, which is, you know, awful. And she got real needy around then and needing to be pet a lot and got real weird. It was a weird time for her. And as soon as that was done, she got spayed, which laparoscopically she got spayed. So like all this training we had worked on went out the tubes for months. And when this year rolled around, I was like, what up? We're going to like train this dog right. So this trainer, who I absolutely believe and still believe loves dogs, has a board and train program. It's 4 weeks long. Now, she knows a lot of the stuff already. At this point, my dog can come, heel, load onto things, you know, jump, fetch, stay, sit, all that stuff. But she's not reliable, and she's rusty. So he says we're going to do a 3-week program for her, accelerated program. He knows how fast this dog learns. No problem. So I take my dog and let her stay for 3 weeks with this program. Now, I honestly was a little shocked when I saw the facility where I dropped her off. It has no grassy area. They have what's called chat yards, which is like gravel. It's like fine silicate. It's not fine, but it's, you know, gravel, a little smaller than pea. I'd say sub pea sized. And I leave her at this program. Now, inside it's gorgeous. The facilities are top notch. The trainer, you know, the program, I believe in the system. I've seen how they train. Leaving your dog overnight somewhere is crazy, especially in Vegas when it's 113 degrees out. But all their areas are shaded, so it's not like they're walking on 100-degree rocks. And they go places. It's interactive training. They take these dogs to casinos. They take these dogs to dog-friendly stores like PetSmart, Bass Pro Shops, camping stores, things like that. It's all part of like socializing them. It's all part of making sure that those commands work even when there's a million new distractions, things they've never been met with before. They train service dogs, this company. And that's what service dogs need to be able to do. They need to be able to recognize and look to their owner or handler. The point is, too, they work with different trainers so that this is obedience. It's not like I'm going to do what Patrick says. It's like if this guy has me on a leash, I'm obedient. Now, if you call her and I call her at the same time, good luck. And then they transfer them to these e-collars, which are like these TINS unit collars. And that eventually transfers you to off leash. This essentially is your leash. When you issue a command, you press that until they follow the command. And you shock the shit out of them. David Skywalker says, next time just send her to the old bitch dog walker in Texas. I could never send my dog anywhere. I just want her to be herself. I want her to be herself too, but I want believe me, but I want her to be safe. I want to be able to take, like in Vegas here, you can take your dog to like these local baseball games. You can take your dog. There's all kinds of like fun, cool places you can take your well-behaved dog. I'd love to be able to bring her to comedy shows and stuff. I did a comedy show, Don't Tell Comedy, Thursday night. Dog friendly. Would have loved to have brought her. I didn't have her. She was in boarding training. 13 days into the training, I got a call. But here's basically where we started. Have a look at my little girl. This is my happy dog days before she went to training. Now, 10 days before training, within the 10-day window, they have to get a fecal exam to make sure they don't have what's known as Giardia or something like that, which is like to make sure they don't spread any, parasites or poop germs to the other dogs, right? Fair enough. So, and then once they have that test done, they're not allowed to socialize with other dogs before they go into this program. So it's all on the up and up. This all sounds good. They care about my dog. They don't want my dog catching anything from other dogs. This is thousands of dollars too, this program. Thousands. This is very expensive, and I've already spent hundreds on private lessons with this trainer. But I believed at the time this would be the best thing for my dog. I believed this would give her the life she deserves. I'd be able to take her places. This was honestly for her. It wasn't for me. Think I want to spend thousands of dollars doing this? So very, very stressful, but honestly doing what I thought was best. And even when I go on trips out of state and stuff, I left in October for a month doing shows and didn't see her for a month. That's tough. But I know she's home. This is a new place with new people. Whatever. I trust this guy. I've seen how he cares about animals. They're not sleeping outside in the heat. They're in air conditioned, nice facilities. I bring her blanket with her. Everything she's stuff. So, this is my dog days before. She's very happy. And I go, I first, let's go back. I want you to know she has very nice paws, no troubles. So after I drop her off, I start getting these picture updates. And the whole time she's in there, the whole 13 days she's in there. Oh, let me tell this story first, actually. She's supposed to go in there on Friday the 17th of May, I believe. Literally we're heading out the door and my dog starts walking, holding up her front right paw. Okay? Limping. I never taught her this. This is a trick you can teach some dogs. I never taught her this. I've never done anything like that stuff. So immediately, I examine her paw. Can't see anything. We look at all her paws. Can't see anything. I'm not about to take my dog and drop her off at a 3-week boarding training program when she just started limping. Maybe her legs, broken or hurt somehow. Fuck, right? Call them, tell them we can't bring her in today. We got to go to the vet. So I go to the vet on Friday, May 17th. Emergency vet trip. The vet examines her paw. Can't see anything wrong. She's not limping anymore, by the way. It's like she knew she was being sent away and decided to fake a limp at the last minute. Vet examines all of her paws. Says, we can do x-rays, but she seems fine. I don't know, what? There's nothing wrong with her pads. We could shave off her paws to fully examine them. But they palpated her paws. Nothing, out of the ordinary. She's not wincing in pain. There was nothing. And the vet examined them. Gave us some anti-inflammatory, 7 days. Sent her home. I kept her for 2 more days. I kept her Saturday and Sunday. Gave her anti-inflammatory. She seemed fine. She's playing. There's no more limp. So I don't know what the fuck that was. So Sunday, the 19th now, I take her in and drop her off. Okay? She's fine. And from time to time, they send photos like this of her with the other dogs. They're being boarded. Now, every couple days, they would send some of these photos. Let me go back. That's too soon. What they were working on, her behaving with other doodles. But I got this photo and I was like, my dog is the cutest dog in the world. Okay. It's just so everybody knows. She doesn't look happy. I know her look. And by the way, she has sad eyes anyway. But I can tell from her countenance that she's not happy. Not looking. This dog looks happy. This dog is attentive and happy. This dog's attentive and happy. This dog's turned away and in a ball. These are ready to play stances, these other 3 dogs. My dog's hurt or something. Then I get it this past Saturday morning, I get these photos saying her paw has a hole and we think glass was falling out of it. You might want to come check it out. You might want to come get her. Now, I'm sorry, my dog had glass falling out of her feet. Why is there a hole in it? You know what I mean? So I immediately make a vet appointment. Within the hour, I'm picking my dog up. Now, granted, this is the owner's wife calling me. She wasn't there. She doesn't know what's going on. And the owner, the guy she was getting personal lessons from, it turns out he's never there either. He's never there hands-on training the dogs. It's his business. He works a lot one-on-one with dogs and is mostly doing that. So this facility staffed 24 hours a day with multiple people. I go over there to get my dog. She's so happy to see me. She seems timid. She's losing her shit, though, because she hasn't seen me in almost 2 weeks. I take her to the vet. First, I take her home. I take her home for about an hour. So we have to wait for this vet appointment. And the first thing I notice is her hair. Look at this. You tell me if this is a normal thing. Her hair's got like this chunk cut out of her ear. Now, her ear starts just above that. You can kind of see where it's darker, where the light's not getting through. Who takes a chunk? Like somebody cut that. We didn't send her like that. That's insane. This is a biker's haircut for a dog. But after I take her to the vet, they flush out her feet, they clean her feet, they disinfect them, they give antibiotics, anti-inflammatories. The vet said she's never seen anything fucking like it. She went and consulted with the other vet there. And this is the vet that examined her before she went in. So these examinations take place 15 days apart, door to door. In that time, she didn't go to any parks. She never left our yard. I have artificial turf in the backyard, nothing that would puncture a dog's foot. These are the pictures I took of her feet after the vet cleaned them and flushed them out. Look at this shit. Okay, this was her ear. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I don't know how that got in there. Okay, there's a hole in her foot. And you can kind of see that they're just dry and cracked. But there are these holes. Like holes. They're a 1/4 inch deep. Look at this one. Heartbreaking. That's painful for a dog. Broken pads. This is so fucking painful to a dog. And then they're so irritated she's licking in between the pads. And it's so red and raw from it being so sore and her trying to soothe it. But these holes are fucking insane. Now, a lot of theories. I thought they're such punctures, teeth. But there's no matching punctures on the top. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. They also gave me her tags. And they said, hey, we had to take her tags off. Because sometimes this is their exact words. So this is why I'm saying this. Sometimes the other dogs get jealous and bite at them. Okay? So when I put all this together, I asked the trainer I pick her up from, like, when did she start limping? And he says, like, a few days ago. Now I'm going, what the fuck? Like, my dog started limping days ago and her feet weren't examined then and on a continuous basis. And no one notified us. And then she just had to keep training. You making her run and do things all day long with sore feet. I'm not so sure, Wes. So Wes thinks she was clearly bit at. Now, there's no scabs or sores anywhere on her ears. My first thought is she got into a scuffle with another dog. They got tangled up. They had to cut their hair. Because in most of the photos they sent throughout the week and a half to 2 weeks, she has her tags on. So why do these tags come off all of a sudden? Doesn't really make sense. Sorry, I had some activity outside, just making sure we're all secure. I have to get to the safe room again. So what I believe now, after running through and when you don't know, you run all kinds of theories. I believe her feet are cracked and burnt. I'm not hitting the bottle. I believe she walked across something really hot, maybe multiple times. I don't think it was their gravel yards because they are covered, and I don't think they're retarded, so they're not letting dogs out in the... Look, my dog, her dog door is open. She can go outside anytime. She knows. She's not dumb. Between 11 a.m., 10 a.m. sometimes, and 2:30 p.m., she can't go outside. It's too hot. She paces in front of the door. She knows from the shadows when it's time. She's so smart. Dogs aren't dumb. They don't want to get burned. She's so funny. She'll stick her, on days where it's kind of cool out, a little overcast, and there aren't really shadows. She's confused. She sticks her nose out the dog door and just kind of like, she can just tell what temperature it is. So I think she was made to go out in these yards. Because that's what they have. I don't know if it was there or, her being taken to places. Her feet got burned and cracked open. And walking in those yards with that silicate, got into those cracks, worked them open. And the vet said that they had started healing around the rocks. So that's why it created those pits. These were days-old wounds that had rocks compacted in them, and they were healing around those rocks. I think them saying glass was a weird guess, just like us. I don't think they know what happened, and I will probably never know what happened. But what I do know is she started limping days before. Last night, the owner told me they pulled something out of her foot days before. And I'm sorry, at that point, when my dog's pad is broken, one of them, Google dog pad broken. It's one of the most painful things, and you should go to a vet right away. You should go right away. She has multiple pads broken open on every foot. I have so many fucking photos. It's so sad. Multiple pits on every fucking foot. They said we immediately checked all the other dogs. No other dogs had it. That's a red flag. Why is my dog not being looked over every day automatically, just while you're playing with her or something, And when you tell me you pulled something out days ago, she needs to stop training. I know you want your money. She needs to stop training and get veterinary care. And if you guys don't want to pay for it, call me. Because guess what? It cost me over $100 to take her before I took her in there. And it cost me over $100 to take her when I picked her up from there. And the only, by the way, if you would have, normal circumstances, I drop her off there, you called me and go, she's got these sores on her feet. I don't know where the fuck they came from. That's crazy. And it could have been me. But I had her examined by the same vet before and after. 15 days apart. All her feet specifically. I don't say fur baby. I hate that shit. I do call myself her daddy. That's just because we fuck. So he calls, then he swears up and down there's no way it was neglect. It's like, I'm telling you, man, there's no way it wasn't. I want to see the log of what she did. And by the way, when she was limping 3 days ago, why weren't we called? When you pulled something out of her, when you performed amateur, operation style surgery on my dog, you tweezed what you thought at the time was glass out of my dog's foot and didn't think I needed a call. He said, oh, we didn't think it was a big. Wow. I've got a guy drinking a Monster Energy drink, fishing around inside my dog's feet with tweezers. And you don't think I need a call? Are you crazy? And things happen. I don't even care about what happened to her. Things happen. You can't inspect every dog's foot every day. You can, but okay. She started limping days ago. At that point, 3 to 4 times a day, I'd be checking her feet to see what the fuck's going on. And when I pulled something out of her foot, I would think to myself, I bet if she walks around on that gravel yard anymore, more stuff will get compacted up in there. And all the dogs shit and piss out here in the gravel, so it's probably not good for that to be crammed up inside of a dog. The minute she started limping, her training needs to be paused, no pun intended. And she needs to be looked after. It's neglect no matter how you slice it. We weren't called till at least 3 days after that incident. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, very defensive on the phone. It could have been, I bet, whatever her paw problem was when you brought her in, she had glass in her feet probably then. It buries up in there. And, when she walked around the yard out here, it dug it out, all that glass from when you guys walked her across glass. And it's just like, I know he almost has to, actively blame me, but it's like, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. My dog doesn't really go anywhere. And we don't have anything resembling open glass in my yard. I don't work on cars. I'm not into acrylic paint. It's like, come on, man. It's not even about what happened. Again, it's about that it happened and you let it get so bad that every paw has open holes on it. She's licking herself. She's in so much fucking pain. She's so happy to be home. She slept for 2 days solid. I don't know what happened to her. Fuck. It's very, very upsetting to me. So I'm a little frazzled, a little dazzled. Our big surprise tonight we're probably not going to have because it just didn't come through. I didn't think I could do it, honestly. But it would have been awesome. And you guys would have put me up on your virtual shoulders in the metaverse and hoiked me around. Wake up! Oh, to put a little makeup. Okay, I do have Ty Rivera stuff tonight. I don't want to do it. Agent O sent me some stuff. What is this guy in the chat saying? I went to Ocha last week to get some dirt for the onion. I found out and beaten by several botherinas tied to Strong Patrick. They found where I live, what I do. Wow. I don't think that's true. If you want to punish me for sending my dog away, I understand if you cancel your overdose subscription. If you want to support me, I'd appreciate you joining. Super chats for Brad tonight. All super chats. I'll do a shot for Brad tonight. So this is just tonight. I don't want to drink really, but for Brad and to pay my mortgage, every super chat tonight over $7, and I rounded down. I will do a shot. But they have to be good, and my meat has to be within temp. My grill holding at 240, front and back of the meat. Ooh, so good. Join the overdose. I'm so behind on putting things out. Everything's been paused. I'm a piece of shit, but I am a one-man operation, okay? I have about 17 hours of stuff to put out. It will all be posted this week. We will be caught up before next week's Sunday Fun Day. We will be doing it Sunday Fun Day next week. It will be a little earlier in the day. We want to be inclusive. We'd like to have you come out. We're going to reveal some stuff tonight about CF and some others in the chat. I know you guys want some drama after that little heartfelt rant, and that's fine. We'll do it. Just do me a favor. Shots, donations, tell people about the show. Follow us on YouTube. Watch us on YouTube. Subscribe. Like, subscribe.
Oh, no.
I'm bummed, man. That's not nice stuff to do to a dog. Give us a like if you're on Brad's program. I'll also dog shoulder cock myself. That's racist. Anything $25 or more, I'll shock myself with a dog collar. The highest setting is 7. 4 makes my whole side twitch. And to be honest, I've never gone more than 4. I think it might hurt my peacemaker, which is what I call my organic normal heart. But I can be talked into anything for money, especially after a few shots. You guys know this. Just got in the chat, so I missed context, but I hope Brad is the best. I hope. Oh, you wish Brad the best. Yeah, you're right. She's gonna be okay now. She's on medicine. Dogs are. Chef's dog Diesel just died. You know, it's not nice. Maybe Brad was fighting in the Kumite and rolled her paws in the glass for the finals. What? Blondie fan was Brad. R.I.P. Okay. Lots of crazy stuff. So I was sent some screenshots from the latest Ty Rivera. It's not a shock collar, you fucking idiot. It's a e-collar. It's a TENS unit. It's not a fucking shock collar. I shock collar my balls. The ones that like makes the spark. This is not a shock. People are dumb, so they don't understand the difference. But I would never shock my dog. That's insane. People don't. This is honestly 100% true. This collar, the e-collar, is one of the best fucking inventions. It's literally a remote controlled leash, is what it is. Your dog feels the same as if you tugged. It's not pain. It's not a shock. It's a tap. It's literally a tap. So that, look, every dog needs a different level of the stimulation for it to work. I sound like a fucking wartime doctor. Every patient needs a different stimulation. I keep seeing Ty's fans. I'm scared, Patrick. Your doctor could be a ballerina, your neighbor, your senator even. We need to get out while we can. He already killed Kool-Aid. He's coming for your Kern. Who's Kern? Curran? Steve Kern? Hey, beat it. Get off my channel. These are actual chats. I haven't read them all from Ty's latest live Ocha Bar disaster, where again, for the 17th week in a row, an arrest was made at Ocha Bar. Ocha Bar is right next to the Thunderbird, which is the other meth lab that Ty used to perform in. Here we go. Some guy named Vegas Mike says, Ty never battles anyone. And Ty says, Pat Chase is banned. I don't know who that is. Vegas Mike says it won't happen because Ty won't let it happen. CF, who's in our chat tonight, says Patrick is pampered and doesn't do hell gigs like Ty. He does the dirty and don't tell and other shows that aren't hard to do. It's like, let me tell you something. First of all, what I think you're trying to say is Patrick only does shows that pay money. Yes, I do consider myself a professional, no matter what Ty says. Look, I'm not against doing a local open mic. It has to be more than 3 minutes, and it has to be in a room where people are paying attention. You've got it twisted where, like, no. Ty doesn't want to do hell gigs. I know he's perpetuated this for, I mostly do bar gigs because I love that kind of vibe. It's like, no, man, that's as high as you've ever flown. It like that just is what it is. Like, no one wants to do those hell bar gigs. Oh, Doug Stanhope, all he does is mostly bar gigs. It's like, yeah, and everyone shuts the fuck up and watches Doug Stanhope. Okay? It's not the same at all. You've heard the Ian Rainier stories. You've watched Ocha Bar, what a nightmare this is. Heckling not only encouraged, but like, you know, people cheer when you heckle. CF says, hug your puppy. Teddy Turner, super chat for Brad and a good dog dad. Thank you. That's $10. We're going to do a shot for Teddy Turner. Ted Turner, he runs the AMC, the Turner and Hooch. I gargle for proof. Oh, fuck. Have Grandma get me a Pepsi. Oh, God, I forgot she died. Thank you so much for the super chat. It really means a lot. Oh, God. I just want YouTube to know I'm relevant again, huh? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't need to like work material nearly as much as I did when I started. I can literally AI run through material in my head 1,000 times and make it better without actually needing to perform it in front of an audience. So yeah, I do Laugh After Dark and the Dirty at 12:30 and Don't Tell, and I went and did and by the way, I went and did Fitzy's bar show Tuesday. I closed that show out. I don't have perfect sets in those where they're paying attention either. I had some fucking baby in the back very upset and said I was hurtful and not funny after laughing at all the self-deprecating garbage that I shoved down their throats first. So don't tell me I don't do the bar gigs and stuff. I do good gigs. If somebody's got a good open mic, I'm happy to go. I don't want to be one of 40 comics doing 3 minutes while everyone's screaming and trying to get laid. That's insane. It's not productive. So saying, oh, Patrick's pampered because he doesn't do those gigs. It's like, no, I don't have to. Ty isn't welcome at any of those places, those good shows. He's not welcome at good shows. So that's why he does shitholes. It's not like Ty's fucking willing to go where others won't. Vegas Mike says, right, it's up to him, but he's acting as if he was. Yeah, Ty does all this tough talk constantly where he's like, oh, I'll battle it. I'm better than anybody. I'll battle anybody. I'm happily, you know what I mean? Like, I happy to go toe to toe. People are weaker than me. Ty, we're going to see later tonight, Ty and Trey's Mala making fun of people who block people. By the way, Ryan Barassa unblocked me. What a nut this kid is. Stay away. School shooter vibes. Am I right? Stay out of the goddamn way of that kid. It's not going to be good when he snaps. Whew. Ty Rivera says, if Patrick pays me $5,000 and we both answer questions honestly and uninterrupted, I'm 100% down for a comedy show. So we all know I offered Ty $1,000 to do a comedy show for charity. Now he's saying he'll do it for $5,000. Ty thinks his coaching is worth more. Ty thinks his performances are worth more. Meanwhile, everything he does turns to golden garbage. You know, every little thing he does is tragic. Everything he does just makes you cringe. Every little thing he does is tragic. I bet he's coming unhinged. You can watch it happen right before your goddamn eyes. He's nuts. I don't want to make money off this. He can have it all. So Ty, you sell, like, I don't want to pay you $5,000. I'd rather donate that to charity. Honestly, I'd rather find a charity and all the ticket sales for this go to that. It doesn't have to be a stand-up show. We can do a podcast. I'll have you here. I'll come to your place. I'll do it anywhere in public you want to do. I know CF thinks I want to control everything. No. I'll come anywhere. I'll do it any club. I'll come to Ocha Bar and do it. Or we have a real sit-down talk. It's hard to say, I'll never interrupt one answer. I'll do my best to. And if you call me out on interrupting you, I'll let you finish. I'm 100% down to do anything open and fair. So, this is crazy. What's CF saying? Where would you guys realistically do the same show together and battle each other? You both will poo-poo each other's suggestion and stalemate each other. I'd like to see the competition. Yeah, so if you're talking about stand-up, it has to be in a a good comedy venue, 100%. It has to be. That's fair for both of us. So it has to be in a comedy club-ish environment. We could do it at the Fitzy and Friends show where they can control the environment. He would say that's a biased pick. I agree. He's kicked out of there. That seems unfair. It's also unfair to do a comedy competition at Ocha. I'll do a podcast at Ocha. Let's go have a sit-down one-on-one talk. Not even one-on-one. We can invite AJ Rivera up. I'd love to get Gretchen out. We'll invite fans of this podcast. All the comics are welcome. You want to see the difference between Ocha Bar when his fans come out and Ocha Bar when my fans come out? No one's getting stabbed. We're all going to fucking watch and be respectful. No one yell and heckle. We're not putting up with that stuff. For one night and one night only, we shall run the room like a room. So I'm pretty open. You're being intellectually dishonest, CF. So you're a guy who wants to be taken seriously all the time, and you're not putting up realistic arguments. If Trey's wanted to have a comedy showdown, 1 versus 1, how scared would you be? He's clocking in those 8-hour days at Hoover Dam. Shit's not a joke. Yeah, that would be scary. CF's trying to make it like Ty's like only at Ocha. And I'm like only on NLO. None of that's true. So you're a little shit stirrer. None of that's true. I'll do a stand-up competition at any fair club like venue where that's a good place for stand-up. Okay? I'll do a podcast pretty much anywhere he wants to do it. And by the way, he wants to do it at a nice club. It's like, yeah, sorry. And by the way, I know that's difficult for him because he's not welcome in so many of them in town. That's not my fault. He ran himself out of there in the past 2 years. So let's get real with that stuff. Ty would never step up and do a roast battle in LA. He knows he can't hang. He can't. He can't be. The thing is, not only is he not a good joke writer, 100%. Prove me wrong. Type your favorite Ty Rivera banger in the chat, everyone. People recite jokes back to me that I forgot that are funnier than Ty jokes you can't remember. So we've also watched God knows how many hours of this guy's podcast, who, it's a comedian doing a podcast. You've never seen one thing that made you have a wry smile or chuckle. This guy's not quick on his feet. He's got more jump cuts than a Tarantino film. Popping around, weaving I ain't got time to edit shit. We're not editing over here. We're gonna do the program. I know where my Easter eggs are buried. Fucking hell, man. This guy chops his shit up and still can't manage to put together a joke. Even when he accuses someone of stealing one of his bits, he can't formulate it into a fucking thought. We dealing with a guy here? No. This ain't a man. This ain't a man. Stop pretending like he is one. Also, Patrick wanted to be such a venue and such. That's not true. You guys don't fucking put me in a box. You don't know me. Ty says I've chatted way too much for no super chat. Vegas Mike says I don't know why either of them are still around. I'm poor. I'm sorry, says CF, because Matt Joaquin. Vegas Mike, sorry, I used all my super chat money so Patrick could get that smoker, that swim spa, then the Tesla, then the Xbox.
Daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark.
Not lying, these are truths. Everybody thought that was funny. Ty says come back when you have more money. Ty starts this Vegas Mike guy. I don't know who he is. I love him. He seems to know something about Ty's history. Ty says, and Ty's baited hard here. That's not something I've ever said because we never had a fight. Vegas Mike says he stole your favorite jeans. Apparently Ty's ex stole his favorite jeans. Are they the ones that make your lips puffy? Vegas Mike, you tweeted about it even, and people are telling to ban this guy because he's telling truth. And Vegas Mike says, yeah, ban me for being right. CF says Cryptic Shade is the first one. Ty Rivera versus Tricks is the other one. Both Ty videos. So CF's promoting me. I like that. We've really crawled inside CF's. But look, any of Ty's people, you let me have them for 6 to 7 months, and they'll be brainwashed over here. These guys are pliable minds. How many times have we seen CF just be out of it, and out of it more? Vegas says, I wonder, no wonder someone has dedicated their lives to calling you out. What a liar. I haven't dedicated my life. I haven't even read these yet. This is great. This is good stuff. Ty says that was untrue as well. We didn't have a fight. And Vegas Mike said he stole your jeans. Ty Rivera says you know nothing. Ty Rivera says the cops were called. I watched your video where he said you said those things yourself. Ty Rivera says stop trying to act like you know things you don't want. You don't know. It makes you look silly. Vegas Mike says I actually saw the video where you said those things. We've all experienced this. Ty like saying he didn't say something he said like the week before. He does that shit all the time. And yeah, where are the 420 awards? That's a goddamn good point. You know, we wait around here for the 420 awards every June. These things are supposed to come out. Get on it, will ya? Back to Ty. Oh, fuck. I went too fast. Vegas Mike says Gooch and Tobler is the brand name of soap found in correctional facilities throughout the U.S. and Puerto Rico. Vegas Mike says, I know you through videos. You're honest about your feelings, situations, and life. Ochata is on Las Vegas Boulevard next to Thunderbird. Vegas, if that were true, you'd know I didn't throw my ex into a table. Vegas Mike says, it broke during your fight. I can surmise. That's untrue. We didn't have a fight. He stole your jeans. If another man knows about your gene theft, that's crazy. Almost as embarrassing as having public burrito stains. Throw them away and move on with your life. Don't go on Twitter going like, "Oh man, all my queso and guac got all over the front of my Jimmy Choo's. Sorry, my Gucci's, my True Robins." Vegas Mike, Christ, you left me high and dry. Sit on your table base, sad boy. We legit never had a fight. Ty has got him views. Certainly has for me. I'm letting you go on because you're making my point about not knowing me. The cops weren't called. I called the cops because he broke the table and started wrecking the apartment. Get him, Ty. Get him. You made a video about how you had a fight and the man moved to Vegas who stole your jeans. I had to file a restraining order on him. I never hit him and he never hit me. That's what a fight is. Just let it go. You'll feel 100 times better, says Vegas Mike. That thickness is over $300, but I didn't want to replace the table. He still carries that table base around, remember? With no glass top. Jesus Christ. But the base still has drawers I use, and I like it as a separate piece. He thinks a table base is a separate piece of furniture.
We got one!
Have you ever looked at Habitat for Humanity? I bet if you tell someone there, they'll keep an eye out and give you a good deal on one. That's the thing that's wrong with your story. My ex was a super strong guy, so there's no way I would have thrown him into anything. CF says Ty has looked at every kind of tat and got at least half of them. I did not make a video about a fight because there was no fight. Saying the cops were called implies that there's a third party called the cops. That is not. So Ty's saying now that if a husband and wife are fighting and the wife calls the cops, that the cops weren't called because it's one of the people in the fight. It's like, what? That's not how verbs work. Nobody called the cops because it was on my the call was coming from inside the house, so no one could have called the cops. It's like, oh wow, we got a real syntax expert over here who's wrong, by the way. CF says, Patrick, you have to send somebody to Chonkla's. The new location is even worse than Ocha. If Ocha is ghetto, Chonkla's is a slum. We will check it out. We'll send in a guy. All right, back to the script. Sorry, I thought we were on me. God, he admits to like loving the table bottom. He loves bottoms. I don't need anybody to give me anything. I bought another table altogether and then I sold it because I don't need a kitchen table. Yeah, when you rent a room, they don't give it to you. They take things like doors and windows from homes they've demolished and sell random pieces and parts. Nobody knows my life better than I do. That's what I meant by you wouldn't be good at this. Unhinged. 3.5 months left, Ty. I literally don't need anything. 3.5 months of what? Until your next breakdown. I love this guy. I'm calling it right now. That's how well I know you. 3.5 months. You clearly know nothing about me. Anybody that's close to me marvels at how well I keep together through everything. I know you'll erupt in October. Are you not being sarcastic? Truth, Ty. Truth. My sister died in October, so I admit I go through depression during that time. What a little sensitive flower. Randy Villarba actually knows me and just responded with truth. But you, who knows me, doesn't know any better. I'm sorry to hear that. You who doesn't know the story of my life, but continue to claim to. Love you, Ty, said Skippy Sprinkles. Actually, I don't. LOL. I stay in and make sure to be sober around that time. If you really paid attention, you would know that too. Ty, you're one of the most predictable people based on your own videos. That's not my fault. Your ongoing theme has been to pick a fight with a new person every week. I've never seen you high or drunk, so I've always assumed you're sober. Who I fight with? You've never seen me. That's how little you know everything that's seen me high. I called the cops because he broke the table and started wrecking the apartment. So then he says the cops weren't called, and then he says I called the cops. Wow. What video are you talking about, CF? I'd love to watch it. I'd love to. I did not make a video about the fight because there was no fight. So you do carry her on the tip. So you do carry her on the kitchen table base. Let it go, Ty. It costs too much money to move. I called the cops. I thought the cops weren't called. Now we're moving on to Facebook, where Ty says, I guess it's picking a fight with this guy Marcus Dietz. This guy 2 days ago was asking me to take him on the road, and now he's done my show and cheated on several comics out of money. But he's right. I'm the bad guy. Oh, yeah, he still owes me back rent to a comic on the scene and won't pay it, but I'm a bully. Trez Malice says, small hands Dietz. And then Ty says, He blocked me, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. And then Trey said, yeah, typical. These guys, I'm not kidding, block people all day long and keep up with it. Like I said, Barassa like blocked me over calling him out as a virtual signaling garbage man. A nudge, saying nothing. Okay. And then unblocked me months later unprovoked. What? Why am I on your brain? Ty blocked me without me saying a word to him. He got in such a froth at himself, imagining what I would say back to his arguments, that he blocked me. I wasn't even present for it. These guys are fucking lying losers. These guys are such hypocritical snowflakes. You can't make fun of anyone for blocking anyone, you baby. Please be honest with yourself. What the fuck are you talking about? Such bananas behavior. Bananas Foster. Hold on. Where's this stuff? Also, don't say several when Joe is the only example you can come up with. During a these guys argue on. I can't. This is so stupid. Then Marcus posts, Ty Rivera creating a comedy dojo where heckling is not only allowed but encouraged. It's a form of bullying and putting on a cute name to defend it. It is insane behavior. I'll be the first one to admit that. It is 100% bananas behavior. If this is true, and this guy, like literally, just a couple days ago was trying to work with Ty, it uncovers the secret underbelly of this fucking business. These snakes don't give a shit who they work with. They're so fucking fluid. When Trick says to me, like, why would you just make fun of anybody? Why rock any boats? It's like, there's some boats I don't want to fucking be on, and it's embarrassing to be on. I realize that you guys all feel like you should just be swimming around, grabbing at sides of boats. Anybody will drop a fucking ladder. These are mostly scumbags. The longer your career gets, the more you'll cringe at the things you've fucking done for a small dollar. If I see one more flyer of 9 friends driving through the desert to a gig where I know 6 of them are going to lose money, 2 are going to break even, and 1 is only going to make money because he drove and got gas money from everybody. But one night only, come see us at the Clucklefuck. You're playing comic. Is it worth your dignity to pile everybody into the fuck bus and head over to Utah? What's going on? Do what you want, kids. Patrick is spoiled. He won't go work in the back of a Shake Shack. Ugh. You just said, this is CF now in my chat, by the way. Crazy people gravitate to mics, then you ruin their set, then you boo them. If there's an open mic shooting, my money is on Ocha. So now, which is it? Am I privileged and spoiled that I don't go do these mics? Or would I be mentally ill if I did them? Which is it? Privileged? I've been doing this for over 20 years. Privileged? It's hard. It's hard to make money in the beginning. It's hard being the weirdo with a backpack in the back of a bar. So I have made a lot of money doing this, and I've put it away for rainy days, and I make money while the sun shines. Comedian versus comedy club Karen in Glendale, Arizona. How to get good at crowd work. Oh, these are Ty's videos. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I can't watch any more Ty videos. They're all the same video. They're all just like lies and the most offensive grown adult man you've ever seen. Like, I could give two shits. Go in that chat every week and tell them I'm privileged. I don't give a shit. Somebody sent me this. This is crazy. So I thought it'd be interesting to talk about. Before we get out of here, let's do something fun. You want to hear a fun one? People still try to get sponsorships on this program. Let me save this. Let me save this because I actually have a better bit to do with that. What else should we talk about before we do get out of here tonight? I don't want to talk about any more Thai stuff unless there's something great. And there's not. It was like 6 days after the Monique D.L. Hughley thing. Ty put out a video about that. It's all very, very, very weird stuff. That whiskey did not sit well with Daddy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Did not go down good. All right. We'll probably get out of here. I've had an emotional time. It is a shorter show. But we'll come back and we'll do bonus stuff on Thursday with Ocha Bar Live. How about that? Ty goes live around 11 p.m. We'll go live when he goes live. That video is really bad in a bad kind of way. Yeah, I can't watch the comedy club Karen. At least it's pretty cringe. Comedy club Karen. When is there's a million of these videos, dude. There's a million Karen comedy club videos. So what do you want to talk about? Comedy club Karen, Glendale, Arizona. Glendale, Arizona. No, this is a Thai video. Oh, okay. You got me. Why is there no sound?
With me. My name is Ty Rivera. I'm the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world. But admittedly, this was not my favorite night at work. I do a lot of crowd work sometimes.
What's going on with the look? The hair is getting weirder. This is getting like... This is a poor man. This lamp screams, I'm poor. I like the table without a top as a separate piece. Ugh.
This was one of those situations. One thing I should say I hate when I'm doing crowd work is when somebody chimes in and then you talk to them and they immediately pull back. And if you'll notice, the Karen in this video kept doing that. And
I hate when I'm doing crowd work and somebody chimes in.
I hate nothing worse than when people do that to me because it makes for choppy crowd work. And if you can't tell the rest of the audience,
it's not choppy if you fill it in. Like, it's a give and take. When they take, you have to give more. You're not witty enough to do crowd work. I haven't even seen this, and I know how bad it's going to be. You're not good. You brag about your material. Every show we've ever seen you don't do material, and you're not good enough to carry it with your wit. So it's really always just watching a man circle the toilet. It's sad as fuck.
I was having fun because I had been going back and forth with them, but there was just this one particular woman in this one particular crowd that just would not just go for it or keep her mouth shut. And I hate the in-betweeners. Either go all the way and have fun with me, because I will have fun with you. I won't make you look stupid. I will poke
No, you
a little bit of fun,
won't.
but I'm a comedian. But she just wasn't letting me do my job. And that wasn't necessarily her fault, because at a
She
point...
wasn't letting you do your job. I thought you liked rough and tumble, baby. I thought you I thought you don't do the smooth gigs. You're an expert. It costs more for your coaching because you're such a seasoned crowd work pro. Right, bro? I'm starting to think.
You're a phony. Hey, this guy's a great big phony.
Fucking ridiculous. Great look.
Completely shut her out. I was in an argumentative mood. I can admit it wasn't my best day at work.
He has the water tank. He has the Sparklets Culligan water tank over here. This is his living room. He's got a studio apartment. I guarantee you he lives in a... Remember he said, I don't need a dining table anymore. This is Donkey Lips layout. 100%. Bed in the corner, rat trap in the other corner. Parents disappointed, cowering, looking through the window. The Donkey Lips setup.
But at the same time, I think if you watch till the end, you'll see that I turned around and made it fun. Or maybe you won't think I turned it around and made it fun.
I bet every time you turn around, you make it fun. Am I right?
In the world. Leave it down below in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for checking out.
Where are you guys visiting from? You look like you're from somewhere else.
We are.
You are? Where, miss?
England! Yes.
You're a fucking snitch. I'm not fucking ask you shit. I'm looking over here. How the fuck do you know, nosy? You work for INS or? Yeah, or did somebody else talk to you earlier in the show? Is that no? She's just a nosy fucking bitch, huh? Who yelled that? Who over here knows? How do you know what their story is? Give it up, Karen.
Oh, okay. So Ty's trying to do crowd work with one person, right? And some other person yells out, and then Ty goes, I'm going to show you, and turns his laser focus to the new person. And they didn't answer because he's already called them a stupid bitch, essentially. So why would they answer any further? You've turned them off. Again, a seasoned pro should know this. And now you're going to act like, I hate when people do that. And you yell out a thing and then you don't. It's like, you got to be ready for that, idiot. Jesus Christ. Is it the first time that's ever happened to you? Seasoned vet? We're all paying to learn from? This is garbage fire stuff.
I want to know how you know. How do they know about you guys?
I don't know, it's a secret, I guess.
Well, it's not a secret if this bitch fucking knows.
No, these aren't jokes. He's just saying what's happening.
It's a horrible fucking secret. Transgender, if we have any transgender people in the audience, welcome. You're definitely welcome in this show. So we do have trans people in the audience. Where are you? Are you being serious right now?
Great crowd work.
Huh? No, not being serious? Very insensitive, madam. Very fucking insensitive. So we do not have trans people in the audience tonight?
Ask again. Maybe it'll change. 13th time.
This is going great.
A little disappointing.
Come on,
You did
man.
fail, you lying fucking bitch. Oh, it's the same nosy bitch that knew that they were England.
And it's gonna go bad.
You're just fucking problems. What's your name, miss?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You should give it up as much as you fucking talk.
Teddy puts it a great way. There's no plan B for the joke. It's like, yeah. It's like when a magician does a trick, there's got to be contingencies for things that could go wrong. When a comic asks a question to a crowd member or to the crowd as a collective, in a joke especially, if that joke is dependent on an answer on a specific answer from that crowd, that's risky. So you shouldn't do that. You should always be able to roll with anything. And by the way, you kind of did. So I don't know what you're really bitching about. Oh, now you don't want attention, bitch? It's like, yeah, that's about all you can say. And then move on. You hold a grudge, and I'll probably do a podcast about them. Oh, wait, you are? Because you're a nut. You're an unhinged, hand-wringing diva. And people are going to hear about it.
Ready to tell everybody's business but your own, right?
My eyes are welling up with tears. You're hurting my feelings. That was the bitch behind me that said that to her, not me.
Which one?
This lady just straightened his ass out.
The one that said she was trans and she's not.
All right, we'll turn around and punch her dead in her fucking face.
You first.
I'm not a woman. You can get away with it. I'm a fag, but the rules don't work that way. I can't just sock any bitch I want.
Just not got any jokes. It's one note AF. It's the same thing over and over and over. Alex Ansel says this is hard to watch. CF makes a great point. I'm sure everyone has bad nights. Yeah. But to post it is a strange choice than to teach us how to do crowd work the next day on Comedy Tip Tuesday. Yeah, he admitted he struggled and hates this and then posts it. It's like, yeah, his taste filter is also fucked. There's a million bad videos of him posting up Ocha Bar every night. He thinks that makes his mic look good. He thinks that makes his mic look desirable. He thinks comics will love to come to this. People will love to watch it. It's like, no one can tell what's going on. It's chaos. It's nuts. God forbid an arrest or something interesting does happen. We can't make out any of it because it's a blurry, shitty camera and blurry audio. And if a comic is being funny, nobody knows. If it's not towards the beginning, there's no audience there. And the only audience there in the beginning are comics waiting to go up. So we've got, nervous Skippy Sprinkles pacing in a backpack. We've got Gretchen cruising around looking for pocketbooks. This isn't a show. AJ can't stop running around with that clipboard and screaming into the mic every 10 minutes. It's nuts. Putting that up isn't a good look. He thinks it is. Putting this up makes him look awful. He thinks it makes him look great. His chooser is broken. His tastemaker is off. He's not good at this. He's not a good writer, man. He's not good at writing jokes. This is garbage. And you're right, the gall to even be like, I charge more than most coaches, but look at my crowd work. And here's some advice.
Trust me, I wish it worked that way. I'd sock you in that bitch behind you.
Just keeps calling her a bitch. That's the punchline.
Ready to give up your name yet, Karen?
Already called her Karen, so this is just hack at this point.
Be water. I'm sure you don't understand.
Are you saying I don't speak English, you racist fucking bitch?
Calling her a bitch again.
What color are your grandkids? I'm sensing a little bit of anger there. Your daughter is taking black dick right now. Mexican, even worse. She went straight to the gardener.
So did you.
I'm glad this bitch isn't taking shit.
If we're being completely honest about it, yeah, I fucked a couple gardeners. I paid them.
So basically what just happened, he doesn't like it when hecklers talk back, and he doesn't like it when hecklers don't talk back. So he's real confused about what crowd work is and his role in it. You know what I mean? Very weird.
Love starts at the Home Depot.
These are just racist hack tropes. Like, this is so cringe hack.
Figure out where I want to do this. Who said that? You know what? You leave anytime you're ready, Karen. You're drinking water.
Call her Karen again for a laugh.
You know what? A lot of you that are talking right now are a fucking road to nowhere. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Welcome. You're welcome late.
Any good information? At least you're a drunk fucking Mexican.
Oh my God, he's so hack. It's hard.
Fuck right now that I talk to. Oh, that's Mazel tov. What's the deal with the? Not you, Karen. I want to know about your friends around you. What's your guys' connection? What are you guys doing here?
We don't like her.
It's so heavily edited too, says Teddy. Yeah, that's a great point. Like, this thing is Bobby flayed to shit. It's cut, cutting the corners, cut. Dave Matthews up. So again, like, he's like, oh no, I'm putting in the primo stuff. It's like just beaner jokes and racist jokes and gay tropes. And it's just like, dear God. Who thinks this is good? And what's wrong with you?
Well, neither do we, so that makes all of us. No, how do you guys know her? What's your connection? From Buckeye. When I thought Glendale was trash. Fucking Buckeye is shit. You know Buckeye? Yeah, it's fucking ghetto for real, and they're all white women.
Race.
Out there, or what did you say, you fucking sassy bitch?
Again, he's putting this up as a master class, you know? Like, I'm putting on a clinic.
And watch how you talk to me, you fucking dumb whore. I don't know who you're used to talking to, but I'm not your fucking husband. You know what? I bet you don't even have a fucking husband anymore. You're a miserable fucking cunt. 47 years, and I notice he's not here with you, right, bitch? He's home being happy for once in his fucking life. Finally getting some peace and fucking quiet. And what are you, miss? She just outed you as not being white.
Race.
No, I don't care if you're, I didn't mean like that. I mean just the way, what's that? She's wonderful. How much does she pay you a week to say that?
Boom.
You fucking annoying. Well, then fucking leave, bitch.
See,
I didn't pay to see you.
I'm sorry I did, she said. He can't reconcile in his mind that this isn't a podcast, that he can't edit. When he can't edit live, like, I'm telling you, watch out for people who won't put up unedited. Like, what the fuck? Like, but he thinks this is great. And you can tell he's genuinely frustrated that he can't make them leave and get rid of him. He's gonna self-sabotage his entire career. I'm calling it now. The bookings are gonna dry up. He's just mean and angry to every audience. This is childish behavior and emotional and a lack of emotional restraint on a level we've never seen.
What's that? She's not as strong as she pretends to be. You know what
He can't take it. She's stronger than him.
You keep fucking pulling back attack on me, and it's no fucking fun because then it looks like I'm fucking attacking you. What's that? I fucking hate her.
Yeah, I reached out to this Stir Crazy Club. I tried to get booked there. They're not interested in me at all.
What's
It's
that?
insane.
The person that you thought she was someone else, and you took her. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you have to understand, just to be fair, she did claim it at first. She wanted to take that fucking smoke, so don't fucking stand up for her and act like I'm being an asshole.
Imagine airing this out. This is like his podcast. He thinks this stuff is entertaining. This is so embarrassing for this comedy club. I don't want to work there if this is what you want to go on at your club. This is crazy.
What's that?
You're not funny. You're ugly. No. When you first came on.
No, I don't know whose fucking mother you think you are right now, but bitch, I don't have to fucking listen to you. If you don't like it, fucking leave. That's where you go.
He did handle that right, but this is the first time of the night
Yeah,
where he's like taking some command.
if she's upset, she could have just said, like, hey, I'm out of it or whatever, but she's been going back and forth, so don't fucking step in and act like I'm being inappropriate. That's some mom shit, and nobody's looking for that right now. Do that with your kids at home. If you don't like it, like I said, fucking leave. It can be done. It doesn't have to keep going. I mean, like, I didn't need her to do this show. I perform all over the country without this fucking bitch.
Wow.
What's that? Actually, my family is very proud. They're sitting right over there.
Did your mom bring the van? Did your dad bring the coffin?
You look like nice people. I don't know how you got mixed up in this, but I apologize. I really apologize. What part of town are you guys from? Okay. Phoenix.
Oh, somebody's saying it was only his family clapping.
I mean, like, don't let my family know exactly what.
He says fucking, and calls her Karen a million times and goes after her, but then says, oh no, it looks like I'm attacking you. It's like, yeah, bitch, you are.
Okay. And what do you
The
teach?
crowd work master. Only because he has the dojo, am I right?
You teach math as well? Okay, I was reserved. I just love math. Yeah, I was gonna be like, this fucking nerd bitch. Just playing. The last thing I need is somebody else getting mad at me right now. But yeah, okay, so you teach math, and you guys should get together after the show and maybe figure out some problems together. If you guys can quiz each other after the fucking show. Be like, okay, if two Karens left the show halfway through,
Nailed it.
one of them was only drinking water, how much money did the club lose?
Like, comment, and subscribe. First of all, I noticed his budget's dried up to buy fake hits. Look at this interesting thing. His latest video 3 days ago has 2.4 thousand views and 47 likes. Okay? And then we go to a video with 359 views. Look, all his videos 3, 6, 4, 6. His last video 359. Wait, what did this one have? 47 likes with 2,500 views. This one has 1/10 of the hits, 1/10. 33. It's 1/10 of the views, and it has over 3/4 of the likes. You tell me if he's buying hits. Like, what's going on, by the way, too? What do you get out of one video having 2,500 views? It's nuts. Yeah, I don't know. What is CF saying? Ty attacks everyone eventually, which is refreshing. in the go along and to get along scene we have. Not good for Ty, but I enjoy when he slams certain people. He doesn't slam. He's not good at that. He's not like what's your favorite slam of his? Could you give me it? I'd like to know like what his banging, the show he did where he was like where everybody was like, oh fuck, he owned that guy. Like he called a guy out for stealing jokes from him, and that was garbage. That he couldn't, really formulate or explain. He tried to call out other people for like doing him wrong on the road, but never had any follow through when it came to like proving any of the stuff he says he can prove. I know where my Easter eggs are buried. He's so mad in that 2.4K one because Vegas Mike had just taken him on that ride. Who's Vegas Mike? Oh yeah. I got you. 1/1000th, 1/4th. I'm blurry audio. I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm trying to do fractions in my head. I'm not good. I clearly lost it hours ago. Will you do me a favor? Will you like the video? Will you join the overdose? Will you buy yourself a nice Are You Okay hat? Something for your family over at our shop at nobodylikesonions.com/store. Head over there, pick something up. It's late. I gotta go check on the bark. I'm trying to get a good bark going. And no, I don't mean my sick dog. Okay? Trying to have a nice day. Let's get out of here. Let's end the show. You guys, I'll leave the chat open. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Please support the poor dog. She needs all your thoughts and prayers. They do matter. It is real. That is a thing.
Your manner is most unbecoming of a gentleman. Would you be high on cigarettes?
I don't know if the comedy hasn't hit them yet. They're full-blown retarded or just high on cigarettes.
A question posed to stupid hoes who don't get it yet. Excuse me, miss. Are you high on cigarettes? I don't know if the comedy hasn't hit them yet. They're full-blown retarded or just high on cigarettes. All the laughter that you decoy if you listen to the show, boy. Patrick melting faces have you stacking NLO point. It's the low point, not the reason. The reason is fucking gold. Gonna make the taco pony party be a party of soul. To make you vandalize a van with a pedal sticker so bold the family probably get arrested before they get down the road. Or stupid motherfuckers just got NLO'd. Other radio shows are straight bitch mail prone. Talk shit on the youngins that nobody like past. Have my homeboy lame prank call him fast. Have him thinking that he hates him like right before he berates him. And the way that he baits him, put him right on blast. Like Patrick is an asshole and his show won't last. And every time I called in he treated me like trash. He would abuse and berate me for the sake of some laughs. And the worst part was when he